श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अपार करुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। परित्यज्य मौनं वटादस्थितिं च व्रजन् भारतस्य प्रदेशात् प्रदेशम् मत्सुस्यन्ति वाचा जनान् धर्ममार्गेण यन् श्रीजयेन्द्रो गुरुर्भाति चित्ते। नमामः शङ्करान् वाक्य विजयेन्द्र सरस्वती श्रीगुरुं शिष्टमार्गानुनेतारम् सन्मतिप्रदं सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। So, in Viveka Chudamani, we are seeing shlokas around 340, 345, etc. So here we saw in detail how the concept of samadhi works. What is the role of samadhi? And what will happen to you after, I should not say you experience samadhi, because samadhi is not an experience. Rather, it is one's own nature, because any experience will come and go. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu dhruvam janma mritasya cha, says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Hey Arjuna, whatever comes, whatever is born is bound to die. Whatever dies comes again later. Don't think that something which is born is going to stay eternally, shashvatam. If one is interested in the history of science, then we can see the application of the shloka in science. Newtonian mechanics took space and time as eternal. Newton considered both space and time as an eternal quantity. That is what the thought of all the physicists, in physics textbooks, that's what they have been taught. Space and time are eternal. They are neither born nor they will die. But later, with the advent of advanced physics such as quantum mechanics, cosmic physics, not astrology, but astronomy, people began to appreciate the idea that even time and space, they had a beginning. And as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu. Dhruvam means definitely. Jataha, that which is born. Mrityuhu, death. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu. For those things which are born, there is going to be an end. So people thought that time and space originated with Big Bang. Okay, maybe it has got an origin, So it is not going to end. What is going to prevent that? No. Both science and Vedanta say, hey, what has born, it is going to come to an end. Dhruvam janma mritasya cha. If the universe, space and time started with the big bang, it is going to end with big crunch. How does this universe going to end? It is going to end with a big crunch. Everything is going to explode or implode, says science. Still, science does not know the exact mechanism by which the universe might end, but it has been talked about in our Shastras as Pralayam, Utpatti, Pralayam, and it is definitely a cycle, says Shastra. Right? Desha Kala Aparichinna. There is a nama in Lalita Sahasranama. Right now, science has coined this term called as space-time. Previously, space was different, time was different. And then came Einstein. He unified space and time. So they started calling it as space-time. So 3 dimensions of space and 1 dimension of time. But the term space-time itself has got origin in our Shastra. I'm just quoting Lalita Sahasranama because many people know that. But even in other Shastra, this term has been in use. Desha Kala Aparichinna. Parichinna means limited by. Aparichinna, not limited by. Desha Kala Aparichinna. Ambal is not limited by space and time. Because she is beyond the realms of space and time. Okay, why this discussion started? Whatever that is born is going to be ending. Whatever begins is going to end. So if I say Nirvikalpaka Samadhi began at this time, my Atma Anubhava began at a particular time, 14/12/2023 at 7:15 a.m. IST. My Guru gave this Upatesham of Tattvamasi. What is Tattvamasi? You are that Brahman. At that exact moment, 7:15 a.m., I started realizing, I started feeling Aham Brahmasmi. Because Tattvamasi is called as Upadesha Vakya, Aham Brahmasmi is called as Anubhava Vakya. This is the Mahavakya. Tattvamasi means Guru has to tell the Sishya, hey, you are that Brahman, Tat Tvam Asi. And hearing the word Tattvamasi, the Sishya has to understand the teaching as Aham Brahmasmi. The Sishya should not understand the teaching as Tattvamasi because Guru already knows he is Brahman. That is why he is teaching about Brahman. Right, Sishya has to understand Tat Tvam Asi as Aham Brahma Asmi. I am that Brahman. Sishya has to understand. So it is called as Anubhava Vakya. Anubhava within double quote. So 7:15 a.m. I started realizing, I started experiencing Brahman. That experience of Brahman, number one, it is not Brahman. Because Brahman is never the experiencer. Brahman is the experience. Brahman is never the experienced, but Brahman is the experiencer. Number two, if you gain something at 7:15 a.m., 14/12/2023, you have gained Brahman, that is going to lose. That is going to be lost. You are going to lose that Brahman somewhere. Because Jatasya dhruvo mrityuhu dhruvam janma mrittasya cha. Ashocyan anvashocastvam prajnavadanscha bhashase gatasu nagatasunscha nanushocanti panditaha gatasu nagatasunscha. Coming and going. All these things are coming and going. Matra sparashastu kaunteya Sitoshna sukhadukkada agamapayinaha anityaha. whatever the experience that you are getting, they are agama payinaha, hence anityaha, says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Agama payinaha, na, coming and going, they are fleeting. They come. I experience hotness. That experience will end. I experience very, very cold. That experience is going to end. I experience very happy. I experience happiness. That happiness is going to end. I experience sadness. That sadness is going to end. I experience Brahman during Nirvikalpaka Samadhi. Then you have to extend that. That Brahman is going to end. If something which has ended, how can that be Brahman? So, Nirvikalpaka Samadhi is not a new experience that somebody has to gain. In fact, it is our real nature. Samadhi is our nature. But our poor mind, it keeps on objectifying each and everything. The moment the teacher teaches about Nirvikalpaka Samadhi, the mind will start objectifying that Nirvikalpaka Samadhi. That moment the teacher teaches about Brahman, the mind will obviously, because it is Naivala Nuta Mudiyadungra Madri, it is our nature to objectify things. So we will try to objectify Brahman as well. And the moment we start objectifying Brahman, the Brahman ceases to be the subject, the capital I. And the moment Brahman ceases to be the subject, it is not Brahman. So we have to be very, 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 very careful while studying these shlokas in Viveka Chudamani, or in fact in any grantha, in any Vedanta grantha that speaks about speaks about Samadhi, that speaks about Brahman, that speaks about Brahma Jnanam, that speaks about Brahma Anubhavam or Atma Anubhavam. We have to be careful enough in understanding that in proper way because of the limitation of words. All the words exist. All the words exist only to explain that is happening outside me. We don't have any language to explain that happens inside. Right? So, this is not the limitation of the science, the Vedanta science, but it is the limitation of language. We have a linguistic limitation. Right? When we try to communicate, that is why the best way to communicate Vedanta is silence. Mauna Vyakhya Pragadita Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam. You go to any great Vedanta teachers, they will be teaching, but they will also be communicating through silence. Right? Dakshinamurti, Ramana Maharshi. The teacher will be silent. Gurostu maunam vyakhyanam shishyastu chinna samshayaha. The teacher will explain through silence, and in that explanation, all the doubts of the sishyas have been removed. Why? Because the moment the guru starts speaking something, the sishya's mind will start objectifying that. Okay, then why should we have Viveka Chudamani class? From 7 to 7:30, you will turn on the Zoom, you will be silent, we will be silent, then the whole class can be silent enough. It can only work after we cover the basics. Silence is not a medium for knowledge transfer. Silence is not the source of a knowledge. Right? Shruti, Shabda Pramanam, words. Only Vedas can transfer the knowledge. But we have to understand that even that has got some limitations. So anytime you use a tool, you need to know the limitations of the tool. Right? I use a screwdriver. What is the limitation of screwdriver? What are the applications of screwdriver? You can use screwdriver to open screws. That is the application of the screwdriver. You cannot use screwdriver to peel an orange. You cannot use screwdriver to do a heart surgery. That is the limitation of the screwdriver. As long as you understand that and use the screwdriver, you are good. In the same way, we cannot use words. Words are very, very good in communicating ideas. But these words also have got certain limitations. They cannot communicate about Atma, Mano, Vacham, Agocharaha, Yato Vacho, Nivartante, Apraapya Manasa Saha, Anandam Brahmano Vidwan, Abhibheti Kadachaneti. Says, Upanishad says Lalita Sahasranama. So we need to know the limitations of words. So when Acharya says, okay, you have to experience Nirvikalpaka Samadhi, etc., please do not think that experience of Brahman, experience of a thing that we don't have before, then that experience is bound to end. So that thing we have to understand. Now moving on to shloka number 344. Aham buddhyaiva mohinya yojayitva vrite vriter balat vikshepa shakti purusham vikshepayati tadgunaihi. So we saw that Maya has got two powers. Maya has got two powers, Avarana Shakti and Vikshepa Shakti. Avarana Shakti is the power of covering. Vikshepa Shakti is the power to project. What is meant by to cover and to project? You know, we have seen all these magic shows, etc. Right? So you will have something, say you have a housewarming ceremony. Right? In the housewarming ceremony, you have built a new house, but unfortunately, there is a big hole in one of the walls. Right? You have tomorrow's the housewarming ceremony. Tonight, there is a big hole. So you don't know what to do. Tomorrow, people will start coming. You don't want them to see the hole in your wall. What we will do? You can put a screen. You can put a screen. You can put some nice flower design, or you can put a picture onto that. That is going to A, cover the hole, and B, it is going to project something which is not there. What is there? Only wall. What is there in the wall? There is a hole. First thing, what are you doing? You are covering that problem. You are covering the problem. Number two, you are projecting something which was not there before. So the covering the problem is called as Avarana Shakti. The projection of a new picture, the projection of a new picture is called as Vikshepa Shakti. That is what Maya does to Atma. That is what Maya does to the Atma. So what does Maya cover? What does Maya project? Maya covers the fact that you are Atma. The Avarana Shakti, Avaranam means what? Covering. Navavarana Pujai. There are 9 enclosures surrounding Amba. That is what is called as Avarana. So the Avarana Shakti, it covers the fact that you are Atma. Meaning what? What does it mean by covering? It hides. I have a chocolate, I have covered the chocolate. And people cannot see the chocolate. The same way, I am the Atma, but the Avarana Shakti of Maya, it covers the Jnanam that Aham Brahmasmi. Okay. If only that happens, that is fine. Even in your deep sleep state, you don't know that you are Atma. But you are only happy, right? In deep sleep state, what happens? Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Waking up state, okay, you have problem. Dream state, even you can have problems in dream state. But in deep sleep state, you are not aware of anything. Right? When you are not aware of anything, you don't have any problem. You are not even aware that you are Atma, but still you don't have any problem. So only the Avarana Shakti of Maya is not problem. The Avarana Shakti, when it gets combined with the Vikshepa Shakti of Maya, we have problem. What happens in waking up state? What happens in dream state? Not only that I am not aware that I am Atma, but I also think that I am the body. That is the source of all the problems. During waking up state, during dream state, both the avarana and the vikshepa shakti of Maya works. During my deep sleep state, the vikshepa shakti projection power is not present. Only the avarana shakti is present. Right. So only the avarana shakti, it is not too much of a problem, even though it is a problem. It's not too much of a problem. But Avarana Shakti, when combined with the Vikshepa Shakti of Maya, it hides the fact that A, you are Atma. A, it hides the fact that you are Atma. B, it also projects Anatma onto you. I am the body. When you are waking up, you think that you are this body which is made up of pancha prana, pancha jnanendriya, pancha karmendriya, etc. In my dream state, okay, you are not aware of this body, but you think that you are the subtle body, you are the sukshma sharira, which is composed of mind. Manobuddhyahankara chittam. Manobuddhyahankara chittani naham nacha shrotra jikve nacha prana netre. Says Adi Shankaracharya in his Nirvana Shatakam, right? Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. So the Avarana Shakti combined with the Vikshepa Shakti of Maya, it confuses the person. It distracts the person. Vikshepayati abhingra. It distracts the person into thinking what? Into thinking aham. Na atma, aham dehaha asmi. Aham atma asmi is what we have to think. But what we think? Aham dehaha asmi. Mohinya. அப்படிங்கிறார் அந்த இடத்துல ஆச்சாரியா. மோகினி அப்படின்னா மோகம் means deluding power. Right? So Vaikuntha Ekadashi is going to come. Right? We are deviating from Viveka Chudamani, but I want us to know this fact, because sometimes we get too much attached to the ritualistic portions. We tend to forget the philosophy behind that ritual. Right? So Vaikuntha Ekadashi is going to come. And in Srirangam, Vaikuntha Ekadashi is very, very famous. Right? What is so famous in Vaikuntha Ekadashi in Srirangam? Only in that time of the year, the day before the Vaikuntha Ekadashi, Ranganathar comes in a very unique alankara called as Mohini alankara. Ranganatha comes in a unique alankara called as Mohini alankara, where Ranganatha dresses himself as a woman, Mohini, Nachiyar alankaram, Tayar alankaram, or Nachiyar alankaram. In Sanskritam, it is called as Mohini alankara. It is Ambal. Right? That is Ambal. There are two Rajas. One is Rangaraja, second is Tyagaraja. In Lalita Sahasranama, there is a Nama, the Rajarajārchitājai Namaha. Ambal is being worshipped by Rajanam Raja, the king of all kings. Who are those kings now? One is Rangaraja and another is Tyagaraja. Rangaraja in Srirangam, Tyagaraja in Tiruvarur. Both these Rajas worship Ambal. In fact, they are Ambal Swarupam, right? We speak about Lalita Parabhattarika. The Lalitopakhyanam starts with Mohini Avatara. Lalitopakhyanam is the story of Lalita. Lalitasya Upakhyanam. This Upakhyanam means story. Story of Lalitayaha Upakhyanam. The story of Lalita. Lalitayaha Upakhyanam is Lalitopakhyanam. What is the story of Lalita? How does it start? Lalita is not something, a separate entity. She is the Maya Shakti of Brahman. Lalita Parabhattarika is the Maya Shakti of Brahman. And it starts with Mohini Alankaram. It starts with Mohini Avataram of Lalita of Mahavishnu. So worshipping Mahavishnu is not different from worshipping Ambal. Ambal is Narayana Swarupini. Ambal is Mohini. Mohini Mragakshi, Mohini Mragya. Mridani Mitra Rupini. So Mohini. So here he uses the word Mohini. How does he uses Mohini? To delude you. Mohini deludes us. Right. So Maya with its power, Ambal with her power of Avarana and Vikshepa Shakti, she deludes everything into thinking that you are not Atma, you are Deha. And how will you find a solution? You have to find the problem. You have to surrender to the problem. That's why we say Ambal's Upasana removes the Maya. Ambal's Upasana relieves a person from the clutches of Maya. Ambal's Upasana, because she is Maya, right? She is Maya Swarupini. That is why Ambal's Upasana removes the clutches, removes people from the clutches of Maya. That is why in Srirangam, the previous day you have to see Mohini Alankara. During the Vaikuntha Ekadashi festival. The previous day you have to see the Mohini Avatara of Mahavishnu. The next day you go to Moksha. Next day, what happens during the Vaikuntha Ekadashi day? Paramapada Vasal. We call it a Swarga Vasal, but it is not Swarga Vasal. It is Paramapada Vasal, because Swarga is different from Paramapada. Okay, Tat Vishnu Paramapadam says Veda. So Paramapada is Moksha, right? Pratyaksham Paramam Padam. Paramapadam means Moksha. Swarga is not Moksha. Swarga is transient. You have to get a visa to go to Swarga. Once the visa is over, you have to come back. But Paramapada is not like that. Moksham is not like that. Nachapunaravartate says Vedas, right? So the previous day, you have to worship Mohini. You have to worship the Maya Shakti. And only when that happens, even in the great Vaishnava Kshetram, you have to worship Ambal the previous day. Symbolically, the next day, you get into Paramapadam. You get into Moksham. Right? So Ambal, she is Jnana Prasunambika. She is Jnana Dayini. She gives the Moksha to all people who have worshipped her. What does mean by worshipped her? Understood her. Understood her Swarupam as Maya and doing Sharanagati to the Swarupam as Maya. She removes the Avarana and Vikshepa for those people and she bestows Jnanam. Again, all these are only side. Don't check in Viveka Chudamani where has told, where in Viveka Chudamani it has been told, okay, Mohini is Mahavishnu, Mohini is Maya. When you worship Ambal, Maya gets removed. It is not there in Viveka Chudamani because we are going to have Vaikuntha Ekadashi soon. I'm explaining the philosophy behind the Vaikuntha Ekadashi because the word Mohini comes in Viveka Chudamani. So this we will finish today's class. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Guru